Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. So happy to start the Monday today with such a amazing session today. We have a very special guest and corporate leader with us, Mr. C.S. Sudheer, the founder of IndianMoney.com, and he is someone who is really spreading, financial knowledge towards the entire India. In fact, I'll say he is educating to the every possible people through the electronic modes, mobile application, his videos, and TV news channels. So, hi, good evening, Shraddha. Good evening, Shruti, Prajakta. Good evening. Happy to have you all here. And Anukriti, hi, good evening. So, meanwhile, as usual, I will ask you and request all of you to please share this stream to the maximum people, create the watch party so that this amazing session can reach to the maximum people. And because this is going really an amazing session, we are going to learn a lot of things on financial discipline, that how to save money, how to create money. In fact, probably the creating money is going to the first, then we will start with the saving money as well, because we are going to have a lot of youth today. And during this live, the saving money and in fact making money is both are really challenging things. So I was discussing offline yesterday with Mr. Sudheer. So we really discussed amazing tip that how you can getting married early, though it is same applied on me as well. So you can save a lot of money as well, while you order on Zomato and Swiggy. I mean, these are something which is really killing the wallet these days. So yeah, hi Shubh Omar, good evening. Gauri मरांगर, गुड इवनिंग. मालती, गुड इवनिंग. सो अगेन साथियों, मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि इसको जितना से ज्यादा लोगों को आप टैग कर सकें. यू कैन जस्ट क्रिएट द वॉच पार्टी. आप इनवाइट कर सकते हैं अपने दोस्तों को, जिससे कि इस अमेजिंग सेशन को मैक्सिमम लोगों तक पहुंचाया जा सके. You can watch this session on the YouTube as well. So the program that we are running for last more than 90 days now, Higher Education Virtual Conclave, we have reached more than 30 lakh people with this positivity and the skills that every day, like we have new education leader, the corporate leader, and we learn a lot of things. So excited to have Mr. C.S. Sudheer today. He has more than 14 years of experience in corporate world and mostly in financial domain, working with insurance companies, training people to save money, how to invest money, and how to make money. So his amazing app, Indian Money, you can just find on Play Store. They have got more than 10 lakh downloads in just this Corona period. In fact, I believe 3 months, if I'm not wrong. So I mean, this is a really amazing number. I can very much understand. We have also application, but so we can understand having one download is really I mean, it takes a lot of effort. And I got to know that they have not invested on marketing or any other channels to get those downloads. So this is really amazing number. So we are going to learn a lot about entrepreneurship as well. Obviously, the core topic will remain financial discipline. So without taking too much of time, let's introduce Mr. C.S. Sudheer to the screen and start this session. Yeah, hi, good evening, Gitanjali, Chandra, Subha, hi, good evening. So I'll request all of you, you can just create the watch party or share this stream to the maximum people. As I have already mentioned multiple times, this is the amazing session that we are going to have today. So let's welcome Mr. C.S. Sudheer to the screen. Yeah, hi sir, very good evening, namaskar.
Good evening, namaskar. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for your time and accepting our request to be here. We are really excited to have you to this screen. And yes, the financial discipline is one of the toughest thing, I would say. Rather, I mean, during this lockdown, we have realized that saving money is really critical. So
Right.
people are in cool zone who have saved money and probably who learned that how to invest money in the right place and help. I mean, make their money earn money for them, right? So today we are really excited to have a lot of discussion around this financial discipline and the entrepreneurship. So thank you so much for being here, sir.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Great. So we always mention here in the first thing that there is always a story, in fact, inspiring story in every journey. We would like to have your story, sir. First of all, then we'll take this session ahead.
Okay. So it was back in 2008, 2008 April. I was working with a company called Howden. It's a UK-based risk management company. So I was heading their Karnataka operations. One afternoon, an auto driver visited my office. He told me, "Sir, your person sold me this policy asking me to pay 25,000 once, and I invested 25,000. Now it's been a year, and I've received a renewal notice asking me to pay 25,000 again." And I looked at the policy document. Then I realized that it is a regular premium policy, but
Oh,
missold to him as a single premium plan, where this guy had to pay 25,000 each for 3 years, and if he doesn't pay the second and third year premium, the policy will lapse. That's when I decided I should do something about it. And then I kind of, I told him, "Sir, I think there's a miscommunication. Why don't you pay second and third year premium so that you'll get back this money? You'll get some good returns." Then he said, "Sir, I'm an auto driver. I had saved this money over a period of 2 years. How do you expect me to pay this money now?" Then I was like speechless. I decided to do something about it. I paid him back my that money from my pocket, because the
oh,
insurance company will not pay 25,000 because he had signed the proposal form, and the salesperson who sold this policy was no more with the company. Then I paid him back from my pocket, and I decided I should start something to end this. And that's when I sent my resignation, and I decided to start Indian Money. And so we started Indian Money in September 2008 when I was 22.
oh.
And it's been 12 years of running Indian Money. Happy to say that we've been the largest financial education company in the country. We have helped about 8 million people make right financial decisions so far. We worked with the Ministry of Finance as well to educate Jandan account holders. Apart from that, we have set up a helpline for Karnataka State Police. I was hosting a show on CNN for about 2 years, educating.
Now on Republic.
Yeah, and now from August 3rd, I'm going live with Republic TV every morning at 7:45. Money
Yeah.
Doctor show on Republic. It was for 2 years on CNN earlier, and we launched Financial Freedom app on 20th of March, and it's been just 4 months. We have got about 1.2 million downloads users so far,
Amazing. This
and
is
it's doing pretty good, pretty good. Yeah.
This is really amazing. Yes, guys. So you can just find the Financial Freedom app from the Play Store, and just watch the session first. Then you can always download this application and learn a lot of things. There are a lot of free stuff as well about the financial literacy and the financial discipline. That how to make money, how to invest money, how you can invest in a lot of other things to earn money and learn how to save smartly. So we have been I have started my career in insurance only, sir.
Oh,
So I was with Bajaj Allianz, right? So I can very much relate this the selling policies in a wrong way, probably.
mis-selling policies.
Yeah. So
90% of policies are missold.
right. So I mean, this is really I remember my days when we used to sell policies as investment tool, right? However, insurance policies are always for the life cover and life savings. So initially, like ULI plans were sold investment policies, and term plans were like never discussed because incentive were really not good. So we never focused on the term plans or the traditional plans, in fact. So it was always like where the incentive we have to sell that product. So I can very much understand that why amcheated.com is required today, just to save the money or the poor people, in fact. So let's start, sir. So we have chosen the financial discipline. How you define this financial discipline and why it's so required? Our majority of viewers are youngsters. So let's start with the definition of financial discipline.
Okay, so what is financial discipline? So we do five things with money, right? We do five things. We earn money, we save money, we spend money, we invest money, we borrow money.
Oh,
Financial discipline is all about doing these five things in the right way, right? So why should we do it right? It is because, as you know, I mean, when we are diagnosed with cancer, corona, or kidney problem, heart problem, we go from one doctor to other. We go move from one hospital to other because we want to save ourselves. But if you are into financial problem, if you're financially not healthy, you commit suicide.
yeah.
I have not seen people committing suicide because they've got heart problem or kidney problem or they've got cancer, but they commit suicide when they have financial problem. So
True.
why do they get into financial problem? Because they don't have financial discipline. What is financial discipline? Either they don't earn enough, or they don't spend less, they spend more, or they don't save enough, or they borrow by paying higher interest, or they invest in the wrong places and they lose money.
Right.
So financial discipline is all about doing these five things in the right way. So now the problem is, though we study from LKG to graduation 17 years, 18 years, where is it being taught? Which college, which institution taught you, how to save more money, how to invest in stock market, how to invest in mutual funds,
Not
how to
really.
borrow money? This is not being taught to us. So that's where Indian money comes into picture, and we educate. But the point is, see, now when millennials ask me, is this really required for me? My dad, mom has to have financial discipline.
Yes.
Why should
Yes.
I have? Right? So the point is, think about it. I'll give you a simple example, right? The power of financial discipline, I'll tell you. I started narrating this story in the app, so people know it. So there's a very simple story. There are two boys, Chinmay and Abdul, right? Chinmay and Abdul, they started working from the age of 20. They both
Right.
started from the same time age. So they finished their education and they started earning. So then what happened? Abdul is a very party going guy. He wanted to enjoy his life. He spent all the money on party, things like that. But Chinmay was very clever. What he did, from the very first salary, he started saving 5,000 rupee in a mutual fund SIP. Okay. Now, Chinmay will turn 30, then he'll get married, then he will have kids, and then he'll find it difficult to save that 5,000. He'll stop saving. Okay. So Chinmay has saved 5,000 monthly, that means 60,000 annually, which
Right.
means for 10 years he has saved just 6 lakh rupee. Now think about Abdul. For 10 years, between the age of 20 to 30, Abdul didn't save a penny. When he turns 30, Abdul got old. He is now married. He realized, oh my God, I will need money for my retirement. Let me save. Then he realized. Then Abdul started saving 5,000 rupee every month for next 30 years. Now, when they turn 60, so they both started at the age of 20. Chinmay saved between 20 to 30, 10 years, 6 lakh. Abdul didn't save anything between 20 to 30, but 30 to 60, he saved 5,000 per month for 30 years. So now Abdul has saved 18 lakh. Chinmay has saved only 6 lakh. Now, when they turn 60 together, they both will retire. You tell me who will get more money? Assuming 12% return.
Yeah.
Abdul has saved 18 lakh. Chinmay has saved only 6 lakh.
So started saving.
At
So
12% return, Praveen, do you know Chinmay is going to get 3.5 crore, Abdul is going to get 1.75 crore.
I mean, huge corpus.
Just imagine, Chinmay saved only 6 lakh rupee over a period of 10 years. Abdul saved 18 lakh over a period of 30 years. But then Chinmay is getting 3.5 crore, Abdul is getting only 1.75 crore. Why Chinmay is getting double the money by saving one third the money? Financial discipline in the right time.
Right.
Being a millennial, if you don't save between your age of 20 to 30, you will not be able to do it. And not just that, earning money also. Those who couldn't build their career between 20 to 30, they couldn't build career after that.
True. Very true. Very true.
So 20 to 30 is called as a defining decade of one's life.
Right.
That is the defining decade. During that 10 year, we have to do the best. So especially when it comes to these five things.
So, I mean, this is the amazing, calculations, and we sometimes really hardly realize that the power of savings early or in the right way. Uh, I mean, sometimes we really feel that savings means when we will start, earning good money, we will start saving, right? How to break that mindset? Because I see you can even start even for like 500 rupees as SIP, right? You're going to start in systematic investments plan and all. So, I mean, Because today we'll go for the pizza for two people and one cold drink. It will cost you more than 500 rupees.
Correct.
And that pizza will give you a lot of fat and like the other stuff. However, you can just start a monthly saving of 500 rupees and investment plan. Like you can look for the systematic investment plan and other tools available. So how you suggest to this millennials that you are calling, some that how should they start this thing, and how to get the right knowledge, that where to start from? I mean, where to start with or investment? Where should they invest first?
See, I mean, before they invest, they have to save. If they don't save money, there is nothing to invest.
True.
So if we have to save money, then I will give you a simple equation. So normally, what do we all do? We get money in the beginning of the month. Let's say my salary is 10,000 rupee. I get 10,000 in the beginning of the month. Once I get 10,000, what do? I spend till the month end, and month end, whatever is left, I'll try to save. That's the biggest mistake we commit, right? If you really want to save, then what you should do? You should want, as soon as you get your salary, let's say your salary is 10,000 rupee, you save whatever you want to save. Let's say 2,000 rupee. Out of 10,000, you save 2,000. Whatever is left, you spend. So what is the equation? Income minus spending is equal to saving, is what we follow. That is wrong. It should be income minus saving is equal to spending. So I earn, first I save, then I spend. It should not be opposite. Then you will never be able to save. So once you save money, a fixed amount of money, now what you need to do, you have to understand why do you need this money? When do you need this money? How much do you need this money? So connect your savings to your goals. For example, I'm saving money because I want to buy a car.
Right.
I'm saving money because I want to build a house. I'm saving money because I want to start my business. I'm saving money because I want to get retired with a lot of money, right? I want to retire early. So you connect your savings to your goals. Then value the goal. Every goal, see, I mean, it's easy to dream, but do you know dream as a price? So know
Right.
the price of your dreams. You should know the price of your dreams.
So
So
freedom is not free.
yeah, dreams are not free. So you know, okay, my car value is this much, my retirement value is this much, my house value is this much. Then you do a reverse calculation. Okay, if I need a crore rupee 5 years from now, how much should I save every month? What return should I expect? Then you have to apply a technique there. What is the asset allocation strategy? Where
Right.
to invest? Should I invest in high risk, low risk? Should I be in asset light portfolio, asset heavy portfolio? These are very different things, right? What is asset light? What is asset heavy? Like I put all my money in bank FD, mutual fund, stock market. It is asset light. Whenever I want, I can liquidate, take my money and go wherever I want. But
Right.
asset heavy is I put my money into a plot of land. I put my money in a apartment. I put my money into an independent house. That's a asset heavy portfolio, because whenever I want, I can't come out of it, right? I can't take it out.
Immediately. Yeah.
No, it takes time. So it takes time. So that's why you have to decide whether asset light or asset heavy. Then the next step comes into picture. Then you have to decide, okay, if I want to be in asset light or asset heavy, what is the risk factor? Can I take high risk, low risk? You want high return, but can you go for high risk investment for a short term? No. Anything which you want within 1 year, you have to ensure that the money is safe in a FD. You know why? Imagine who thought that market will cross from 42,000 to 26,000 within a span of 15 days.
True. True. True.
It happened. So why it happened? Because Corona came in. But did we ever, we never knew it, right?
Right.
Any crisis may come. But see, think about it. I want to buy a crore rupee house next year. So I've got 50 lakh rupee. I've put it into the stock market or mutual funds. And I want this money after 6 months or 1 year. Now suddenly market crashes. So it'll take you for a toss. So you need to ensure your goals are aligned properly with your investments. And accordingly, you've chosen the tenure, the risk, the asset type, Then you have to choose the investment type. But unfortunately, what is happening today? Hey, I have 5,000 rupees, I'll put it into mutual funds. You don't even ask yourself, when do I need this money? Why do I need this money? What returns I'm expecting? What is the risk type, risk appetite? These are the questions we should ask. See, blindly you do anything, it will result in problems. And that's why I keep saying, at Indian Money, we don't sell any financial products. The reason we don't sell is, the moment I start selling, I'll not be able to give unbiased advice.
Right, right,
Same time, I don't recommend any company or any product. The reason I don't recommend is because the moment I start doing it, I may turn biased one day. And more importantly, I can't be with you always. Like you have gone out with your wife for shopping and you have decided to buy something for your wife. Now, will you call your advisor and say, I'm standing in this shop, I'm planning to buy this for my wife, shall I buy or not? You can't ask your advisor for everything. So you should be able to make decisions on your own. So how do you start doing it? By empowering yourself with right tools, right knowledge. So at Indian Money, we believe in doing it. So millennials, I want you to understand the way you learn driving, cooking, speaking, this is a life skill. Financial management is a life skill. Never neglect it. Show me one person in this world who says, I became rich because of my advisor. Never. You will never find. You want to be rich? You learn how to manage. So that
this is really a different world altogether. That let's say I'm earning lakhs of rupees, then I hire someone who has never earned that much, and like he's going to manage my finances, right? I can see there is some technical issue at my side. I cannot see the live streams comments coming in to my screen, but yes, I have just opened my mobile and I can see a lot of comments coming in and the questions. So I just realized that there is one comment. The last comment was at 5-6, so this is not really happening. I can see a lot of comments coming in. People are commenting for this amazing session through a lot of informations. People are putting questions as well. There is one question. So I'll take Mr. Chandrasekhar. I'll take this question to end of the session. Meanwhile, I have few things to discuss first of all. Then I'll start taking questions. So just stay here and stay with us. I'll take the question for sure. So very much true, sir. Generally we have heard that from our family members, like the money saved is money earned, right? So you truly said that we need to learn that how to make money, how to save money. This is and if during this college time or like during the school or college time, if we are able to learn these things as a life skills, right, things are gonna change for sure. And the different thing that during our school and education, we don't have such modules where we are encouraged to save these things, or like to educate us about this financial things, discipline and all. So sir, there are a few things that during this year, during this age, we believe that yes, our parents are there to take care of everything. Even if there is an emergency, parents are there. We generally dependent on parents while we are not making money. Do you think that millennials should have that emergency planning, and what kind of emergencies or what kind of funds they can manage during this age?
See, what is an emergency? An emergency are of 2-3 types. Number one is suddenly you get some unexpected expenditure. You meet with an accident, you break your leg, you break your head, or things of that kind. You have to pay a huge hospital bill.
Yeah.
Or second, emergency can be like you lost your job, you lost your income, business. Number three, an emergency can be like a flood or a drought or something like a pandemic, which we are going through today. So whenever you have an emergency like this, there are high chances either your expenditure will go up or you may lose your income. In both the cases, you have to live your life, right?
Right.
You need money. But are you prepared for it? So now both the emergencies have to be properly planned. So one emergency is a risk, like I fall sick, I meet with an accident. You can use health insurance. But I lose my income. There is no insurance income in India. There is no insurance for income in India. Income.
Yeah.
There is no insurance for income
Even
coming.
if you're not working, income is when it coming.
So now what you need to do is you have to plan that emergency fund. So which means if you don't have any income for next 12 months, no job, no business, no salary, no business income for next 12 months, can you survive? So you have seen this, right? When there was this pandemic, I mean, the lockdown was announced by Prime Minister Modi on 24th of March. I saw three kinds of people. One, they were going out, they were scouting for the poor, they were distributing food to the poor on the streets. Second, they were at least able to manage themselves. They had enough to sit at home and take care of their family. The third category, they were out on the streets to beg for food.
True.
So what is the difference between these three types? So one type, they're distributing food. The other category, they're requesting for food. It is because they didn't have the emergency fund. So emergency fund is very essential. See, now emergency fund is also essential because if you have loans, you have EMIs to pay, you have to
Yes.
pay rent, you have to pay your kids school fees and all that. So save for all that. So then how much should I save? My suggestion is 12 month of your expenses, which means if there is no income for next 12 months, what is the total expenditure you have got? If the total expenses are, let's say you spend 50,000 per month, 12 months into 50,000, that comes to 6 lakh rupee. If you have saved 12 lakh, 6 lakh, make sure that this is invested, kept in a liquid investment, either a bank FD or a savings bank account or a liquid mutual fund, so that you can take it out whenever you need it. That is
Right.
the emergency fund you should have. And every millennial should have it. It should not happen that, see, now many a times what these millennials they do is they use their parents as piggy bank, which is a very bad idea. Because
Right.
the parents, I mean, you should understand they do have a life. We can't afford to take money from them even after we start earning, which is bad, right?
True that. So, end of the day, I can see a lot of comments coming, and yes, guys, you should start saving, right? And this is the right time. I believe, वो हिंदी में कहते हैं ना जब जागो तभी सवेरा. So, this is the time that you can start. And this pandemic has really, taught us that what is emergency fund, how it truly said, sir, there are three kind of people, right? One is like struggling for daily needs, because majority of people have lost their job and probably on the salary cut, right? 40%, 50% salaries are deducted.
Right.
Banks come up with the EMIs relaxation, or in fact, so we learned some calculation that this relaxation is going to cost huge as well. I mean, in the coming because end of the day you have to pay this, right? This is not, it's like rebate is not there. It's just that you have got some month to delay your EMIs. So how to so if you want to give some basic tools like for this millennials, that how to start saving or how to start understanding this financial discipline, so how to give it a start?
See, I mean, like the day you opened your Facebook account or Instagram account, you didn't know all the features. You explored one by one over time. Don't expect everything to be known to you by when you start. It's okay. Start. Like you download one of these online investment apps, start saving 100 rupee SIP. There are ways to make even 500 rupee monthly SIP. Start doing it. Don't wait for you to become an expert to start. That's number one. Number two, uh, uh, like I keep joking. Like a lot of these people who watch serials or web series, they know every character, and
True.
they don't leave there. They go down to the characters, the actor's personal life. When is he
Right.
getting married? Whom is he going around with? Where did he party last night? Who is his girlfriend? Who is her boyfriend? All that we get to learn. But something which matters to me, my life, how much do you spend time on? See, now I have not, I mean, when I started Indian Money, it was not something, a very formal education I had. I had the same education which we all got. But how did I develop this expertise? It is only by self learning. So I suggest everyone, start self learning. That's very important. I see at Indian Money we say be wise, get rich. You want to get rich? Don't dream. Be wise. Become wise. If you are not wise, you will never get rich. Someone will fool you one day. So if you want to start saving, investing, learning is the first thing. If you start learning, automatically you will be able to implement all that.
Very true. So, I mean, we will have to create the interest. After all, it's our money, right?
Right.
It's our life. So, if we are so serious about that, who all have, like have liked our post and what is happening in their own life, where they are going, how many likes they achieved, right? Because this is an achievement. Having the good number of likes is really achievement these days. So, obviously, we will have to learn this basics of financial fitness because end of the day, this is the money is everything. Because we have really realized how money plays a better. I think we don't need a lot of teaching on this, that how money is important in our life, right?
Right.
So can you just brief us, sir? We use this SIP word multiple times, right? Because I believe SIP is the one of the easiest way to start saving and very handy. So can you just give some insight? What is this SIP all about, and how we can start this thing?
Okay, see, a systematic investment plan is not an investment. It is a way of investing.
Okay,
Many people get confused with it.
right.
SIP is not an investment, it is the way of investing. So, what is systematic investment plan? As the name says, it is investing systematically, like drip irrigation. Like drip irrigation, you give, drip, like small things, right? So, similar way, SIP is all about investing over a period of time, systematically. So now SIP can be done in many places, like recurring deposit in a bank. An RD account is a SIP, in fact, right? You can invest in SIP through these ULIP plans in insurance companies as well. Then you can make a SIP with mutual fund companies, mutual fund institutions as well, like the mutual fund SIPs.
Right.
So the best one is mutual fund SIP because of the returns it gives over a long time. But remember, if you're investing in a SIP, you should have this plan clarity that whenever you're investing in SIP, it should be for a period of at least 4 to 6 years minimum, or more than that. I mean, like I started some SIPs back in 2006, 7, and I am still running those SIPs.
Wow. When you started your career and initially.
Right. When I started my career, I started, right? Even today I'm running it. From my
Wow.
first salary, I created, and even today I'm running it. So what I'm saying is your SIPs are for a long run. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. And SIPs, when you're making, there are different kinds of mutual funds available. The large cap mutual fund, the mid cap or small cap or the multi cap, and the debt balance, all that. So I don't recommend you to look into debt mutual funds. So because of the current crisis going on here, most of the debt funds are not doing good. I mean, there are some good debt funds as well. But my suggestion is to go with a good large cap fund. In fact, I've spoken extensively about it. In fact, I've created a 3+R course,
Oh,
exclusive course on financial freedom app about mutual fund alone. So that's a detailed course. So I mean, you can always refer that. I mean, the point here is understand the complete thing. Like you think about it. If you learn half driving and start driving, what happens? You end up with, you'll meet with an accident. So you need to have complete knowledge actually. So start learning as much as possible. But the best way to do is start investing. So you open one of these mobile apps like Paytm or Coin. Paytm Money has got a good app. There's a app called Coin. There are various other apps, right? So you can use one of these apps and start investing in these mutual fund direct schemes. But remember, in mutual fund there are two kinds of investments. One is regular, other one is direct. In regular, almost 1% return will be less because there is this distributor commission. Hence,
right.
I mean, millennials, you understand technology better. So it's good to go with direct mutual funds than the regular mutual funds. When you go with direct mutual fund, you will get 1% more returns. And start doing SIPs. See, there are some companies who are offering SIPs starting from 100 rupee a month. Start doing it.
100 rupees is nothing. And
Yeah, yeah.
even if you get a recharge for a month, is more than 300 rupees, right?
You know what? I have a suggestion. I mean, some people they keep saying, like, how can I save on my smoking or drinking? I tell them a very simple technique. I mean, they have to pay me for this. I'll give you my Google Pay number. You'll have to transfer money. I'm going to give you a tip now. So I'm going to give you a very interesting technique that will help you save money from your addictions. You want to come out of your cigarettes or drinks, liquor. I will give you a super idea now. Think about it, right? So when you spend on cigarettes, assuming that you spend just 100 rupee on cigarette every month, just 100 rupee, that means 3000 rupee and monthly, right? So you think, hey, it's just 3000 rupee. My salary is 1 lakh. What is 3000 rupee? Let me spend. But think about it. What was Sensex in 1979? The BSC index Sensex started with 100 rupee in 1979. 100 rupee. What is the value of Sensex just before this crisis? 42,000 rupee. Every 100 rupee invested 40 years back is worth 42,000 rupee now. Now, what is your 3,000 rupee cigarette value after 40 years? It is, just imagine, 100 rupees 42,000. 1,000 rupee will become how much? 4 lakh 20.
4 lakh
Now
20.
3,000 rupee will become almost 12.5 lakh rupee. Now your 1 month cigarette, if you quit after 40 years, if not you, your son or daughter will have 12.5 lakh rupee. You will be there because millennials means you're what? Still 20, 25, 30.
Right.
30. I mean, today our generation will pakka live till the age of 80. The healthcare system has improved, things have improved. I mean, you have seen, I mean, these days I get to meet in the corporate world people at the age of 65, 70. They look super young, man. They look so young, right? Like Warren Buffett at the age of 89, he's so energetic, right? So
Right.
what I'm saying is you are going to live. You're going to live till the age of 80. So you better save. And after you turn 50, you may not have a job, you may not have income. The things are changing so fast, we may become irrelevant. So it is good you save now, keep a big amount of money. So as I said, when you pick up cigarette, okay, if you think it's 100 rupee only, ask yourself, it's not 100 rupee, it's 42,000 rupee.
42,000 rupees,
Correct?
yes.
When you think it's 100 rupee, chalo, let me spend. 42,000 rupee, you will automatically hold back, right? So I want you to get rid of your bad habits. And the second reason I'll tell you why you should get rid of bad habits, because see, as a financial advisor, my job is not just to tell you where to invest. My job is to help you make more money to invest. So think about it. Why do we get addicted to these parties, cigarettes, liquor? Because we need a kick. Now the kick are of two types. One, you buy kick by paying money. Second, you create something, you achieve something, you innovate something, you invent something, you help someone, you get the kick. Now
So
you have to train your body and the mind to get the kick you think is good for you. Do you want to buy that 50 rupee drug and inject kick into your blood? Or you want to get that kick to your mind by doing something good? So now the kick I get is by talking to you all now. I am sharing my knowledge with you. I get that kick. So do you get kick like that? What kick you want? Ask yourself.
and end of the day, these habits are going to give a big kick to the hospital as well.
Absolutely. Right.
That is going to cost huge. So I can see a lot of comments coming in. Amazing facts. Shraddha is saying, "Pile great." I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened to the system today. We are not getting the live stream, but I can see every seconds comments are coming. I am
Right.
sharing the application link as well, guys. You can just download the application. I have this application in my mobile phone. It is a beautiful application, and sir has created all the videos, I believe. I mean, as much as videos I have seen. So his you can see his energy is contagious, right? So you can see the same magic there in the all in.
We have about, Praveen, just to add, we have about 120 hours of video content there. 120 hours in each
Wow.
language.
So I'm sure your kick is there.
Huh? No, I'm sure they get the kick. I can assure them.
So you have to pick yourself to be there, right? Then rest thing will be taken care of. Don't worry. So great. So this is amazing fact, sir. We can use it, one of the investment mode, one of the investment tool, and start saving early, because this is really pocket friendly investment, I believe, right? You can just start with 100 rupees, 500 rupees, like 1,000 rupees, and this is nothing. Trust me, because. I mean, if you look at this Corona time has really saved us, in terms of money. When I realized yesterday, I was discussing with you that in normal days, I used to order from food from the Zomato and Swiggy, and it like whenever you order a food from Zomato and Swiggy, the average cost is like 300 rupees, right? And when I'm ordering two times, it's like costing me 600 rupees. So like even I'm ordering for 20 days a month, right? It is going to me cost close to like around at least like on an average 10 to 15,000 rupees, right?
Right.
So now during this Corona days, I'm making food, cooking food at my own home, and like trust me, I'm saving almost 80%, because
Right.
probably I can look for these savings to the investment side. I can actually invest.
That's what I was telling Praveen, that the other benefit of getting married early is this. Many people think that it's if you get married early, you will have to spend more and it's going to cost you more. But actually, the benefit here is when you get married early, you'll start you'll actually start spending less on food outside. You will have your partner at home, so you'll actually cook, you enjoy life, so you get to spend actually less.
Probably will have to look at the shopping part as well of your wife.
Well, I think shopping, I have a suggestion for everyone. I mean, since you're talking about it, I would like to see. I got married when I was 24. It's been 10 years of my married life, right? We practice something very unique at home, my wife and myself. So right after marriage, we decided one thing: whenever we walk out of home for shopping, we prepare the shopping list. And at home we prepare the shopping list, and we say very clearly, we stick to our shopping list. Whatever we get outside, even if there is discount, even if the shopkeeper says it is free, take it. If it is not in the shopping list, we won't take it. That has helped us save almost 40 to 50% on our shopping bill. See, what happens, I'll tell you. You go to buy something, but you end up with buying everything else which are not required.
And your shopping list, which is there in your brain, it's still there. You have not touched even
Correct.
10%, 20% of the list.
So the reason we do this is because there is an interesting discount, there is an offer, there's an EMI. See, we are not supposed to buy stuff because of these things. We have to buy because it is good to me. It is needed for me. So the
Right.
shopping list you make sitting at home is basically your needs. The things you buy by looking at the rack there, or the salesperson is motivating you to buy, those are not your needs. Those are your wants.
Yes. So you need to define that what's your wants and your need. I can see comments are coming that you are lucky, sir.
Right, that's important. Yeah.
Okay, there is a comment is from Srishti Sinha. Srishti, I believe we have got the answer. I mean, just sir shared the answer about that. He's saying, she's saying like we get a lot of enough money as pocket money during our education. So how to start saving?
From the pocket money. Wow, very nice. See, I tell you, saving from the pocket money is a good idea. See, the best thing is I suggest you to use these mutual fund investment apps and start investing in mutual fund. That's a simple way to do it, because you don't have to think much, because someone else will manage the funds for you. But choose the best fund and do it. And I'm telling you, see, this is something which I learned personally, because when I was right after my fourth standard, I started a business, right? So for me, pocket money and business income started right after my fourth standard. After I finished my fourth standard, my mom suggested that why don't we sell milk, because we had a lot of milk at home in my village. So we started selling milk. And my mom used to pay me 2 rupee for every liter of milk. I used to sell it in the shop there nearby.
Oh, insane.
And then I was running a brick factory when I was in 10th, 11th, and 12th standard, and I made a huge money. My dairy farm, at one point of time, we were selling some 50, 60 liters of milk every day. So that was all giving me income. And I'll tell you, the kind of money management I learned during those days has taught me and brought me till here. Money management is something which you can't learn overnight. It takes time to learn. But make sure you start saving from your pocket money now and connect it to some important goals. Be it buying some books for you, or be it taking admission in some good college. It may so happen that when you complete your graduation, you may want to take admission in some foreign university or some university in India, and it is going to cost you a lot. You don't have money, so you can probably ask your dad, hey, I have got this much, can you help me? The rest I will go and study there. Or you're done with your graduation, you're now looking for a job, and you got a job. First day to office, just imagine you can go in car. Provided you have saved some money to make the down payment, you can buy a car and go in your own car to work. See, my point is, see, the problem with people today is they don't have the destiny in their mind. If you can visualize the destiny, think about it. I'll give you a simple example. Suddenly, I will come and tell you all, hey, you know what? I'm going to take you to some place, get into my bus. And you all get into my bus. I try to start the bus doesn't start. Then I'll ask you to just push a bit. You all will get down from the bus, you start pushing the bus. You will push 1 meter, 2 meter, 10 meter, 20 meter. Then you will leave everything, take your bag, and you go back. Now I will tell you, hey, you know what? I'm taking you to Goa. We're going to spend a good 1 week holiday in Goa, and 100% of the expenses are mine. I'm going to spend for everything. So you all get into the bus doesn't start. I ask you to push the bus. Till where you will push the bus? If required, till Goa. Because Goa is in your mind now. You're going to enjoy. So my point is, when it comes to finance, when it comes to money, if you just treat it like a number, if you just treat it like an Excel sheet, it won't work. Connect it to your aspirations. Connect it to your dreams. Automatically, you will live it. You will stay committed to it. The problem with people is they keep it separate. That's why they don't, connect these two things.
Very true. The clarity of goals are really important, because we need to visualize that, and so visualization gives a different power. So it's all about dreaming and working to get that dream in the real sense.
Right.
Great, sir. So guys, you can just ask your questions. We have another 12 minutes, so we can just have your questions. You can just drop your question, and I'll start taking the questions, please. If I have missed, because I can see there is some, I cannot see the live stream at my system, but I see there are a few questions. So meanwhile, sir, one thing, because I think this might be a question: do we need trading account to start investing in SIP and such things?
Mutual fund, no, not required. You don't need a demat and trading account. You can just directly invest. Download this app and complete your eKYC and start investing. It takes few minutes.
I think a few days back we got a news that Paytm is also coming up with investment application.
So Paytm Money, which is a mutual fund investment app, is there from a long time, and they give you completely direct mutual fund option. And as of now, it is free. As long as it is free, use it. And in case if they start charging you more, you can always switch. And there are
options.
Yeah.
Shruti Mehta, how to go about saving money for homemakers?
Homemakers, okay. See, now number one, homemakers, first thing is they have to cut down from their budgets. They might have to, from the money they get from their husbands, they have to save some amount of money for their future. We have seen this happening. I think at every home, we have seen this. Our moms are the ones who used to save the most earlier, right? Moms used to save money in all these boxes, right? All these.
We call, yeah.
Yeah. But then my suggestion here is, you should always set an aspirational goal. That's when you'll be able to do it. That's number one. Number two, even the housewife, the bigger problem is they try to save money in cash. That's not a good idea, because whenever you have cash in hand, you'll spend very easily. Try to save this money in a bank account through RD. recurring deposit, if not a SIP in a large mutual fund. Yeah.
Great. Shruti, I believe, I mean, the now homemakers can get this financial freedom app and start learning, as you have mentioned that how to learn. So there are a lot of content as you like just heard. Content about the financial freedom. So yes, application is there. So you can understand कि एक घंटे में अगर ये जादू है, so going through the entire application, it will be really magical. Great. So there is one question, sir. How do beginners invest in mutual funds? Like how to understand that which fund is right, which mutual fund is the right option?
See, mutual fund selection is very simple. Number one is you have to make sure it is a direct mutual fund. Very important. Number two, you should check their charges. They have something called fund management charges, which is like, you should ensure that the expense ratio, they call it as, expense ratio should be anywhere less than 0.8 or 0.9%, not more than that. The lowest expense ratio is the best one. Number three, the past returns in the last 3 years, in the last 5 years, what is the return they have given? And you can even compare it with the other funds in the similar nature, other funds of similar nature, what returns they have given, you can compare. So one is the direct mutual fund, number two is the expense ratio, number three is the past returns. Number four, you should check in the mutual fund is what is the total AUM, asset under management. If the asset under management is 500 crore, 300 crore, 1000 crore, it means it's a too small fund. It is good to go with a large fund, because if it is a large fund, it means more people have trusted this fund. So it's good to go with a fund with higher AUM. These are the basic checks you can always check, but it's good to learn in detail. But to start with, this is quite sufficient.
Great. So I mean, what should be the duration we should think of when we look for the mutual funds investments?
So large cap mutual fund, you can look for even 1 year and above, but mid cap, small cap, and all, anything upwards of minimum 3 years. My suggestion is even 5 year plus is good. Less than that tenure, don't invest, because you will only lose money in case of a crisis like this happens.
So I mean, a minimum plan should always be the more than a year, or like 5 year.
Yeah, I mean, the large cap fund can be more than a year. Mid cap, small cap has to be more than 3 years.
Great. Sir, now I would like to know brief about this financial freedom application. That how, I mean, obviously this is really an amazing work that you are doing to educate people on financial ground. How this app is going to help, to this, all kind of people, right? Because since like if you have your mobile in your hand and internet, you can just go and learn. So what kind of content is there? And
Okay. I mean, since you're talking about financial freedom app, so what we've done is in financial freedom app, I've created 4 kinds of courses. One is personal finance, all about money. We have something called financial freedom course. This is a very important 7-hour course I created after a very important research I conducted. Very interesting course. It is all about these 5 things we do with money. Then I have a course on stock market. I have a course on mutual funds, home loan, personal loan, car loan, education loan, business loan. You're getting married, there's a course. You're getting divorced, there's a course. You're having a baby, there's a course. So your courses on everything related to money. Second, we have courses on career. Like you want to become a novel writer, you have a course. You want to become a film maker, you have a course. You want to become a technician, you have a course. So there are courses on all these careers. Then you have course on business, like how to earn 1 lakh from just 1 acre of land, agriculture land. There's a course on it. You want to set up a global business from a village, you have a course on it. You want to set up a fish farming business, you have a course on it. You want to set up a poultry farming business, you have a course on it. You want to start a restaurant, you have a course on it. There's a separate course for veg restaurant. There's a separate course for non-veg restaurant. So these are the courses we have created. Then there are life skills courses, which we are going to start soon. So these are the things we have built on the app. So the idea here is empower people with knowledge. See, the only way to build a great India is sharing knowledge, sharing opportunities. Only when these 2 things happens, developed India is possible. Otherwise, it's just a dream.
Yeah, so this is great, contribution towards the Atmanirbhar Bharat, the making a self dependent country, and because so this means, I mean, you're not only helping people to like to learn that how to save money. In fact, you are helping them to give a lot of ideas that how to
Earn.
earn money.
We start with earning money. Second is saving, spending, investing, borrowing. Because I mean, when we talk about financial advising, people say, "Sir, my salary is not enough. My income is not enough." So first thing is to help them increase their income.
I have seen few people in my network. They do some, intraday trading or like trading a lot of. So I see like they are making money as well. One of my very close friend is, he invests in this one like intraday trading, and he's good at it. So any suggestion for them that how to make sure, I mean, if when somebody wants to start, is he's a beginner, so how this is going to help, and can it be a regular
My suggestion is, unfortunately, trading is allowed in the stock market, and people do it. Trading, I consider it as like it is a unproductive job. It doesn't contribute in any way, because trading is basically a gambling, right? You are not going to make money because the company is growing. You're making money because someone else is losing, and you will lose because someone else is making money there. So my gain is your loss, your gain is my loss, as simple as that, right? So I don't recommend trading for whatever reason. I mean, for many reasons I have got, so I don't recommend at all. So please don't invest in in trade in stocks. Invest in stocks. What is the difference between investing and trading? So it is like this, right? I buy a bike because I want to use it. Do you buy a bike because you want to sell after a year? No. After 6 months? No. You buy it because you want to use it. But
right?
after a year, if you think you are buying a better bike than this, you are purchasing a bigger, a car, so you don't need it. It's good to sell it off. But trading is, I buy a bike only to sell in the afternoon. That is trading. So in the stock market also, what is trading? I don't want to hold the stock. I don't want to invest in that company. I know there is a speculation going on. Let me trade. I buy at 10 o'clock, I sell it at 12 o'clock. I know I make a small money. But do you know something? Almost 98% of the people who invest in the stock market trade in the stock market. 98% of the people who trade in the stock market, they lose money. They don't make money. So why do you want to try your luck by doing it? On top of it, I know a lot of people who started trading in stock market, they've lost their jobs because they start trading from their office. They start office hours. And companies will not tolerate it.
Yeah, they're not going to
And
allow
the
you.
problem is, even if you don't trade in the office hours, the moment you get into trading, if you lose money, you will not be able to balance. You will not be able to focus on your work.
Yes.
Automatically, your productivity will go down at work, and you will lose your job also. See, invest in stock market, absolutely fine, but don't trade. I think I'm the only guy who's against it. All other advisors will say trading is great.
And I believe you have given the valid reasons that why it is.
Yeah, I call it as it is a terrorism. I mean, why do you want to do it? Why should you
If
trade in
somebody is
stock
losing money, then you are gaining money. Yeah.
market? Who are these people who make money in the stock market by trading? These are pretty intelligent people. They are fooling those ignorant people, innocent people, and making money. And instead, the same guys, if they invest money in the stock market and take out the same time and create some good companies, we can create more employment in the country. Why are they sitting in front of a computer and trade? Why are they wasting their productive time? If they are so good, if they're so intelligent, who can fool these innocent people, why can't they set up their own companies? Why don't they create more employment? We are going through such a big problem. Believe me, India is going through hell in the next few years if we don't arrest this problem with our population. I mean, the 50% of our population is less than 25.
Right.
How are we going to engage them? How are we going to engage them? How are we going to employ them? How are we going to skill them? Where are the opportunities? We need to create now.
And if we are not able to give them a right direction, their energy will be, in a different shape altogether. It will be a disaster as well.
No, in fact, see, look at it, right? I mean, since you talk about skilling you, see, think about it, right? So there are two lines. The one is the aspiration line. Other one is the capability line. Aspiration line is, hey, this guy is driving a big car. I need a big car. He is
Yeah.
living in a big house. I need a big house. He's going on a foreign trip. I want to go on a foreign trip. He's purchasing that newly launched smartphone. I need it. That is that aspiration line. Capability line is ability to buy that in the right way. I have money, I can earn it. So now, how many people have the capability to earn all this? They don't have. So now, what do? When you don't have the capability to meet your aspiration, the gap leads to frustration. Frustration will lead to two things: either suicide or crime.
Yeah.
Either you commit suicide and you get rid, or you get into crime and you harm others, you kill others to get what you want to get. So that's why today most of the crime in India is committed by people who are below the age of 30.
It's really eye-opening things that we really need to think, and this is how we are, at skilling you also working to empower people with a lot of skills and employability skills. We do have our own courses where we help them to become employable or probably be someone who can, create the business. So guys, पता ही नहीं चला कि हमने 60 minutes का पूरे कर लिए. Just do let us know कि आपको ये program कैसा लगा. How your comments are. In case if there is any question that I have left, so I can just take it quickly. Otherwise, just do let us know your comments, your feedback about this session. Obviously, I have enjoyed thoroughly here on the other side of the screen, and this is really amazing. I must tell you, sir, you have like an amazing energy, and I believe the passion of sharing knowledge about financial education.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. I truly enjoyed. I wish everyone all the very best. As I said in the beginning, sharing knowledge, sharing opportunities is the only service you can make to build a better India. Let's do that well.
Great. Any quick closing comments, sir?
I think financial discipline is key for everyone. Since the topic is that, I want you to have that financial discipline, because the coming days are going to be worse than what we are today. Don't think that everything is going to change overnight. See, India is not in a repairable shape. It is not that easy, because Modi government is doing a great job. I support his intent. I mean, I'm always there. But then I know there are so many moving elements, moving parts, and it's difficult. So the situation in our country is going to be worse over some time. It takes time, and unless until we all, because see, if we are sitting and watching this today, we belong to the top 3% of the population. We all have to play a bigger role. See, now it's not about, see, the other day I remember, I think in Stanford or Harvard, Mark Zuckerberg spoke about it. The earlier generation, if you have a purpose, it's enough. But current generation, our generation, if we have a purpose, it's not enough. We should be the reason for others to have a purpose in life. Wow. Can you create purpose in others' life? That's important. If we can't do it, believe me, we will not be able to make this country better. If you have to do it, then you need to take care of yourself first. How can you take care of yourself without having financial discipline? Impossible. So, financial discipline is the key to build a better India.
Right. A hungry man never, he cannot build the social cause or social system. Obviously, आपका खुद का पेट भरा रहेगा तभी आप कुछ कर पाएंगे दूसरों के लिए. Great, sir. So thank you so much for this such a lovely session. I can see a lot of comments coming in about this session. People have really enjoyed and learned a lot about this financial discipline, how to invest and how to start investing, in fact, and how to save money. Right? So India is a great country of great savers but poor investors. I believe the financial education app and your initiative about Indian money is going to change this thing and help people to learn saving and investing right and making the right decision about the financial things. So thank you so much for being here. So I really thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. So So great, guys. Thank you so much for being here. This was really an amazing session. कल फिर से मुलाकात होगी एक नए टॉपिक के साथ, और कल का टॉपिक भी बिल्कुल एक अलग टॉपिक है। और कल हमारे बीच में एक काफी सीनियर गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर आने वाले हैं। ही इज प्रिंसिपल कमिश्नर जीएसटी, एंड हमें बताने वाले हैं कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के लिए स्मॉल जो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स होते हैं, जो बड़ी एंटरप्रेन्योर्स होते हैं, उनके लिए वो क्या-क्या चीजें होती हैं, बेसिक नॉलेज जो जरूरी होता है, खास करके लीगल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से। सो कल मुलाकात करते हैं एक शानदार सेशन के साथ। कल मुलाकात करते हैं एक बार फिर से। तब तक अपना ख्याल रखिए, और इसके लिए इस प्रोग्राम को रोज देखते रहिए। शाम को 5 बजे लगातार हमारी मुलाकात होती है। टिल देन, टेक केयर, हैव अ ग्रेट डे अहेड। और यस, फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम और फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी के बारे में सोचना शुरू